Well, Merry Christmas in July. Welcome to day 11. So you're winding down. You're almost to the end of our 12 days of Christmas. Now you get both me and Emily today. We are your little extra gift, your little stocking stuffer for day 11. Okay. But hey, we know that this month we've really been doing a push on little drops of marketing gold that we can just drop into your atmosphere for you to watch and learn from. So today is no different. We're going to be talking about 11 campaign sparks, things that can really spark an idea, a motivator for you to get some content, to get some things going. So Emily's going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to focus on in today's section.
Yeah, so when we talk to contractors all across the country, a very kind of common issue that a lot of them tell us is, I want to spend money on marketing. I am spending money on marketing, but I have no creativity. I don't have a creative bone in my body. And so the purpose of today's little nuggets, little presents, little gifts is to give you some campaign sparks, some creative ideas of how you can ramp up some of the things that you're already doing, but just give it that little spark and that little interest. So 11 of our super quick, super little ideas to spark that creativity in you. So Crystal, what's number one?
So I think number one is think creatively about your brand. So do you have a sailboat, a sailor? Think about something that you could tie into that, sail into comfort, and do a whole campaign around something tied into your mascot, your colors, something about your brand. You know, three of the brands that I work on have mascots. And so we have a ladybug, we have an armadillo, and we have a sailor. And so sometimes it's just creatively, if I can think through like the armadillo, we did a celebration instead of a celebration. For Johnny on the spot, we always start with everything we do is spot on. And there's a little ding in our jingle there. So, you know, it made me think like maybe we should have people sing our jingle. And it just helps really kind of centralize yourself back on what your brand is. And so just take a step back and pro tip right here. If there's nothing in your brand to give you a spark, that should tell you that your brand doesn't have enough personality. But if you're yellow or you're pink, like what if you do pink out month or yellow out the country, right? There's all these cool things that you can do with colors as well. So spark number one, think about your brand as a whole and some creative language or a play on words that you can implement. Number two, Emily?
For sure. A new homeowner welcome campaign. This is super easy to do. A lot of local chamber of commerces have a new to the area, a welcome packet, something like that, where it's super easy of how you can print out some flyers, print out some folders, something like that, drop that off with your local chamber, and they can be welcomed into it. So we helped a client do, they kind of made almost like a city map and included some of their favorite biking trails because biking was very important to them. They included where their local favorite ice cream shop is. And so it's just some fun things to remind people that like, hey, we're your neighborly home comfort expert. Here's some of our favorite neighborhood places to stop at. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's not super salesy. There might be a little coupon like have a free inspection here or something like that. But mainly just to be the point of welcoming, getting yourself out there. And a lot of times by partnering with your local chamber of commerce can be super easy to execute out without a lot of lift.
Yeah, love that because homeowners, like there's lots of things you get an email campaign, a prospecting email campaign, a direct mail campaign, all those things that Emily just mentioned, lots of things there. Spark number three, we're going to roll right through these is what about a referral contest with a prize worth talking about? So again, just something to spark, ignite some traction. So utilizing your email software, your marketing platform or remarketing platform, Chirp, Hatch, Marketing Pro, whatever, using something there to really incentivize, hey, for everybody that you send our way, we're going to give, you some credit on your account with us. What are all the cool things you could do to really get your own customers to talk about you, give you referrals, and just be a constant talk about in those community groups? We all know that those are, I have a love-hate relationship with those because sometimes they're just little gossip alleys. But it is a good source of referrals when you can get the community talking about you and you don't have to talk about yourself as much. So incentivizing that through cool ways, maybe that's just a spark today of a different way to engage with your consumer group, with your existing customer group.
Love it. Love it. Another super easy one, a before and after transformation. So you guys see this all the time on social media, whether it's like a new haircut or a new outfit. But like you can totally apply that to the home service industry. People love to see the befores, the behind the scenes where they don't realize how dirty their filter actually is. They don't realize how dirty their condenser actually is. This is going to sound so weird, but like it pops up in my FYP all the time, but like clogged pipes and like how it's not flowing at all. But then when they get it unclogged and then all the water is spewing out, people love it's gross, but it's like, as my kids like to say, oddly satisfying. So people love to see that before and after transformation. So it could be like your actual job of what you just did. We cleaned up this condenser. Now here it is brand new. It could be a transformation of your new uniforms, your new wraps, things like that. Show that before and after. Super easy to do. It could be your office space. But once you kind of start thinking about like, what all could I do about a before and after? It'll naturally start to come to you.
Yeah, love it. Just a glow up. People love it. People love it for sure. All right. Spark number 5 is a meet the team campaign that really humanizes your brand. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to go through your 5-star reviews that you've gotten maybe on Google or some mentions and things that you've gotten on Facebook or Yelp or something like that, and put a face to the name. So go find their headshot, post about these, put it in the email and say, hey, if Emily gets a 5-star review, I'd love to include a picture of Emily with that 5-star review, and really talk about that. Talk about your people and their favorite things, whatever they're comfortable with you sharing. So share about meet the team and their pets, meet the team and their favorite vacation spots, right? Humanize the brand. This is where a lot of people miss it and they want to overly sell, especially on social media. It's meant to be, you guessed it, social. And so people don't want to be sold to. What they really want is this ability to connect with you. And so whether it's, hey, here's the causes that we're passionate about, or here's our team, the face behind the phone, the face behind the technician, whatever, just utilizing some of those cool tools to really make people go, oh my gosh, I can't help but love John. Look how nice he is. Or, oh, Lupita, she has a great smile. Whatever it is that makes people have a connection to them. Remember, in a world of AI, in a world where everything is moving so fast, one of the things that all humans crave is connection and community. And one of the easiest ways, and honestly, guys, one of the most affordable ways to build your brand is through just letting people meet your team through organic, natural, fun ways. Celebrate their birthdays, their anniversaries, their big wins, their revenue goal hits, whatever it is. Celebrate them and be all about them.
And just finding the smallest little things, like, are you team pizza or team tacos?
Yes.
You know, the this or that. Are you chocolate or vanilla? And where your team falls, again, just a great way to showcase your team. And like you said, they are ultimately the brand. So next little spark, we met your team, but like, how can you also appreciate your customers, highlighting your customers? So maybe you do some exclusive offers. Let them know, hey, this is a VIP coupon that we're running, or a VIP tune-up, or a system inspection, or whatever it might be. But it could also be more from like a community support type thing. So maybe, hey, we're going to rent out the local movie theater and we're just going to deliver movie tickets to this showing Sunday at 4 p.m. Here's 4 tickets for you and your family. We'd love to have you come. Go deliver that to some of your maybe small commercial clients that are, you know, the little local banks or daycare centers. If it's individual customers, whoever that might be, that's a super easy, fun thing to do. Maybe host a snow cone Saturday and set up a snow cone stand in front of your office or downtown that you're sponsoring and giving things out, all in the name of customer appreciation. That's great social media gold. It's great publicity, what you can be talking about in your email newsletter coming up, talking about that. Direct mail newsletters, you can be mentioning these things, but not forgetting about your existing customers. And that's one thing that we harp on in our 3-bucket approach is, once you've done the job, don't just forget about those people who have used you and trusted you. Cultivating that existing customer database is a part of the marketing funnel and of the customer journey. So don't sleep on that. Figure out a customer appreciation campaign, a customer appreciation week is a great way to show some creativity in your marketing plan.
Yeah, I love this. I think it's fresh a little bit because we've gotten away from this. And people are like, oh, nobody cares. Listen, if you even book like 2 or 3 leads off of that, that's a win. That's a win.
Sure.
So, all right, spark number 7. Honestly, one of my faves on here, a community give back campaign tied to a local cause. So, again, back on that same little nugget of humanization, when we can support nonprofit groups in our community and truly give back. So many of you are already doing this. You're just doing it like on a covert mission. You don't want anyone to know. But giving back to your community can mean so many things. But for this particular topic, I wanted to encourage you to think about something that's tied to a local cause that's meaningful to you. So, are you about helping kids in foster care, helping dogs at the animal shelter? Are you about homeless veterans? Like, what are you about? And create a campaign online, whether it's through social or you're directing traffic over to your website. Create something that generates buzz around it to where people pay attention to not only about you, the company, giving monetary support or whatever it is, supplies, whatever you're doing of your time, whatever, but that you're also bringing awareness to the organization. That is how you do this with a clean nose, as I say, right? So the goal is not to toot your own horn, it's to bring more awareness through your platforms for these local causes. And when you do that, like, they have a sense of like reciprocation that they want to give you. So a lot of times you will see them go share your content. This is such juicy, meaty, organic content. Number one, that AI loves, but also your community loves. Just seeing you giving back, it humanizes you. It's showing you that showing people that you have a heart. It's doing some great things. And these community givebacks can be everything from, I donated a 24 pack of paper towel rolls to the Humane Society, to I gave out a whole new system, 3 new water heaters. Just think through what you can afford to do, how you can manage it. And then don't waste all of that buzz and that attention, that public relations on, and not do anything with the back end of it. Meaning, if you've collected emails or cell phone numbers, what are you doing after the fact? Again, let's call it what it is. We need to do this to spark brand memorability to us, and also hopefully a little bit of lead gen, just because naturally when you're reaching a large group, odds are they probably need your services, a few of them at least. So how are you engaging that audience once the giveaway or the campaign is over with? So just a friendly thought here of just, what could you do? What are you passionate about? Start there, and then figure out how you can tie to a local cause to really give back to them, further their mission, but also bring a really positive light onto your company.
All right. Love it. Number 8, a review blitz with your team. Okay. So we all know gathering reviews is crucial. That's nothing new. That's not a super innovative marketing initiative or campaign. But when we're talking about campaigns here, it doesn't necessarily even have to be like external campaigns. It can be internal campaigns. So how are you doing a big push for reviews internally with your team? Do you guys have a leaderboard? Are you keeping track? Do you have a scorecard? Are you doing internal competitions amongst it? Is it whether it's just Slack shout outs? Hey, great job, John. Got another review. Congratulations. Or is it a tangible board? Is it a team shout out? And you can do even like big kind of giveaways, contests. Like, what is your team into? Could whoever gains the most reviews this quarter, could they win a boating trip or a hunting trip or a shopping spree for ladies or whoever it might be? It might even just be a team lunch. Like, hey, you get to pick the team lunch that we're going to have during the meeting. You get to pick your favorite restaurant or your favorite breakfast place for us to cater in for the next company meeting. It doesn't have to be life altering or life changing, but you get what you reiterate. And so sometimes that campaign can just be that reiteration of, what are we doing to get more reviews? And so thinking about an internal campaign, an internal review blitz can be a great way to get more reviews that's needed for the business, but also spark engagement, camaraderie, culture building things with your own team. So when we're talking campaigns, it doesn't have to be exclusively external. It can be internal as well too.
So listen, we're on spark number 8. As you've been listening to us, tell us in the comments right now, sparks 1 through 8, has anyone like really resonated with one of those? Right? So have you been like, girl, this was cool. I never thought about this. I'd love to do this. Tell us in the comments. We want to know. And then also, friendly reminder, Lemon Seed is built Emily and I built Lemon Seed to truly help you accomplish these things. We know how much time it takes, we know how much money it takes. But honestly, one of our secret sauces at Lemon Seed is helping you think like this. Think in ways other than traditional marketing tactics. So, if you want to have more information, meet with me and Lupita about how Lemon Seed might be the right fit for you. But let's jump right into number 9, which is a seasonal bundle offer for existing customers. So, seasonality is all different. Emily and I both live in East Texas, and unfortunately, we have one season, one and a half season, hot, and then like a little bit of less hot. And then on those less hot days, it tends to ice over the state and shut us down. So it's like feast or famine. But even for us in East Texas, we can make bundles that are indicative of what's happening. Because you know what, like, descends on East Texas? Pollen. And it comes through like a terrible, ugly curtain of gunk that gets everybody all stopped up and all over everybody's cars and all these things. So if I
It'll
know
take
that's
me out.
coming,
Yes.
yeah. If I know that that's coming, what I can do is we could build out an indoor air quality bundle that goes along with, like, hey, if you need a new system right now, just in time for allergy season and pollen taking over the country, taking over the state, add this indoor air quality piece, right? So what this needs to encourage you to do is think about your seasonality in your market and speak very hyper local to your people. You do not have to speak from 30,000 foot view. Y'all live there. So what's about to happen? Like, say what you know. So if I know, listen, East Texas, the pollen is about to ascend on us. Let's get ready. Another little stupid thing that happens to East Texas, love bugs. And they're awful. Nothing to do with heating and air conditioning, but they're awful. Okay. But I know that those come here. Okay. I also know that, like, going into October and November, we don't know if it's going to be 95 degrees or -9 degrees. It's wild. So you could use a lot of language around, no matter the weather, you're going to need comfort. Let's bundle this with a new communicating thermostat so you can change it while you're gone. So the weather changes in 2 hours. You're able to work it from your phone. This is why you need a programmable thermostat or a communicating, smart AC installed on your systems. Create bundles that speak directly to your audience and not in broad terms. Use what the solution is going to make that homeowner feel like. Is it going to give them peace of mind? Is it going to give them comfort at all levels? Is it give them access from all over? What does it do? And seasonal bundles can also be a way to drive up average ticket. So maybe you could offer financing on the back end, because when everything's bundled all together, you can finance the whole package. So, and those of you that are multi-service, pro tip here, a lot of times you could say, hey, right now it's the middle of summer. And if you replace with us right now, towards the end of summer, we are going to also install a water heater, free water heater. There's just ways for you to work in your other service lines, and bundle them together, but use hyper local language. That's my biggest bet there.
Love it. So good. Yes. Number 10, maybe my personal favorite here. But why we do what we do brand story campaign. Being very intentional to tell your story. What makes you unique? Because at the end of the day, a brand is people. So tell me about your people. Tell me about your why. Tell me, why do you do what you do? That's going to make me choose you over your competitor. At the end of the day, you guys are selling almost the exact same equipment, if not the exact same. So it comes down to the people and the why. So I believe that every company has a story. You have a meaning, you have a purpose. You just have to be very intentional to tell that. If you don't have a great story, Lemon Seed is very great at trying to extract something to be able to build it so that we can have like those fun languages like Crystal talked about in Spark number 1, whether it comes through in a mascot or a color, fun working, things like that. But we're working with a client right now and they're like, we have the most powerful duct cleaning equipment. No one else has the technology and the equipment that we have. And so we really want to reinforce that power that we bring. And so we're like, hey, what if it's like a rhino, a symbol that represents power and strength? That's what you are bringing to your actual services and the quality that you take care of. That's part of your brand story. You can tell that why. Why do you have a pelican in your brand? Well, that's native to our homeland, our geographical landscape. Why are you named Lemon Seed? Well, because we are bright and fresh, and we plant seeds to help home service contractors grow and flourish. So there's all those things about the why. And a lot of times it's so we can forget that piece and we don't want to tell that piece of our story. But sometimes that's the piece that can be the most impactful to people. I always say you've got to win their hearts before you can win their pocketbooks. And the best way to get someone's heartstrings is to tell your story. People connect with stories. They don't connect with services or pricing or corporations. They connect with stories and people. So tell those stories. Tell the why you do what you do. Tell the why of what makes your company who they are and why you should choose them. And you'll see some results. You'll see some heartstrings being pulled.
Absolutely. It's a great point. And everybody has a story that's worth telling. So great points there. Great points there. So before we give you number 11, just a friendly reminder, Emily and I love and adore helping contractors build brands and fractional marketing departments. That's what we're in the business to do. And so if you've really been like, man, I just don't have a lot to my brand, tell us here, I need help with my brand. Lupita's going to reach out to you. Get a discovery call scheduled where we just talk through what it would even look like to brand. That we do not hound people. It's perfectly normal to be like, I kind of been thinking about it. What does it look like? What is your process is? All those good things. So say anything you want to say in the comments. It's like, I need help with my brand. Lupita, help me. Anything like that. So lots of ways to get help there and get some advice on your brand. Or if you've been like, I'm tired of marketing being on my plate, I really wish I had someone to drive marketing forward and my brand. Also a good reason, say, hey, I need help with the marketing department. We definitely can help with those things. And so drop any of that in the comments and Lupita is going to reach out and let you know. And listen, if you don't need Lemon Seed services right now, that's great. We're still thankful that you're here taking in knowledge. Make sure you listen to our podcast from the Yellow Chair as well. But let's get into number 11. Number 11 is actually one of my favorite things to do because it's fun. And it is way off the beaten path, and it don't have a lick to do with heating and air conditioning, pest control, roofing, plumbing, electrical, or anything. But it is National Fun Holidays themed content push. So if you've been like, I just want something to re-energize myself, go to Google and tell me, hey, what's coming up as the next national holidays? And it's going to be ridiculous things. But National Slinky Day sounds like a good day to go buy all of my team a Slinky from the Dollar Tree and have them race them down the stairs in our workshop room, right? Or it's a great day for it to be Chocolate Milk Day, and I'm going to see how many of my team just randomly takes a chocolate milk from me, right? It is National Ice Cream Day where I'm going to go buy, $10 gift cards to the local ice cream shop, and I'm going to go give them away to social workers, all right? Like, there is something on there that just will give you a way to get out of your head, something fresh, some great content for social media, but also just reinvigorate that spark and that excitement of like, I need to get out of this funk. I don't need to sell anything today like this, like be overly selling. You just want to be fun, bring some joy back to your brand. These holiday fun national days are really cool ways to do that. Of course, with Lemon Seed, we would be looking at National Lemon Day, National Lemonade Day. We would look at National Lemonade Stands. We'd be looking for lemonade stands. We would buy people lemonade, right? There's lots of things to do, especially, again, when you have a great brand, we can make a connection and we could definitely help. So if I was Rufus, which is our armadillo at M&M Roofing, I'd be out there helping road crews because you know what? An armadillo cannot cross very easily without getting smashed, a road crew. So think outside the box here. Have a good time. Use Google. It's your friend. Heck, use AI to give you some ideas. But lots of cool ways to just do something fun and spontaneous for your team and really invigorate your audience again. So I know that was our 11 campaign sparks on day 11 of 12 Days of Christmas with Lemon Seed. We hope you join us for the last day, number 12. You're not going to want to miss that one. But make sure you go back and watch all of this series and let us know. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat below. We're happy to answer. Make sure we can send you a message because we'd love to be able to help friends and family talk free. So if you've ridden with us through all of this, we would love to help you. So we hope you guys have a Merry Christmas in July.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Bye.